I tried to speedrun an online business from scratch with no capital, no connections, no followers. And in this video, I'm showing everything. What worked, what flopped, and what actually got me paid. And here's what's wild. The thing that actually clicked for me is probably the last thing that you would ever expect. The things that I actually thought were gonna work, a complete waste of time. And the move that paid off, most people completely overlook it, and that's why most people stay broke forever. And this wasn't me just testing random ideas. The same thing has helped guys with no experience, with just a work ethic, stack $30, $40, $50,000 months online. And listen, I'm not just some random dude testing ideas. The system that I plugged into, it's been helping people hit 20 to 40K a month online for the past 20 years, for the past couple decades. And the people that are doing it are no different than me and you. They had no startup capital. All they had was a work ethic, and it took them anywhere between 30 and 90 days. And no, because I know you're already thinking, I don't have a course. I actually don't have a single thing to sell you at all. I don't have a single thing that costs a single dollar. And if I'm gonna be real with y'all, this video you're watching today, it might be the most boring one that you've probably seen in a few weeks. There's not gonna be a single flashy edit. There's not gonna be background music. There's not gonna be any fucking fake hype. It's just gonna be the actual steps that I took, what worked and what didn't, so you can just copy me. And if that sounds boring to you, that's exactly why you're broke, so click off this video right now. But if you're a part of the people that can actually pay attention and don't need some TikTok dopamine edits, then lock in and let's get to it. So this is how I went from 0 to 20K a month in my first month of starting something completely brand new. I literally didn't use any money to start, probably $50. I didn't have any experience in the industry that I went into, and I didn't use a single connection that I had or anything like that to be able to do this. All I had was a fucking drive to make it happen. I wanted it bad. I had a desire to change my life, right? And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like, I was a broke motherfucker. I was living in my car right before I did this, because I've been in the game for so long. I've been in this online space for 5 years. I've ran dropshipping stores. I've ran marketing agencies. I've ran coaching programs. And so I've helped countless people make money online. And after seeing all of that, I went all in on a new industry because I had more context and I saw it was the best way for people to make money and for me to make money, right? I made a lot of money doing other things. I got my dream watch, I got my dream house, I got my dream car, everything like that. And I changed what I was doing because I saw it to be a better opportunity. So I chose life insurance, and to give you guys a little bit of a deeper understanding on how it actually works, people submit a request to get insurance, which is basically when they pass away, their family, their son, their daughter, their spouse will get money when they pass away, because they're gonna receive a deduction in income and everything like that. And so why did I pick this industry? I saw that you could sell something for $100 a month to $200 a month, and you would get paid $1,200 to $2,400 on average, right? So you're telling me I could sell something for $100 and get paid $1,200? I don't understand how it makes sense, and I don't understand how it's even possible for the insurance company to pay us that, but they do, and it's fucking amazing, and I'm not fucking complaining. One, it's a needs-based product, so people need it, and they're gonna need it for the rest of their life. The average person gets life insurance 6 times in their lifetime. There's 300 million people in the US. Let's say only 200 million are of age and are gonna get life insurance. That gives us approximately 120 million people, right, to be able to sell life insurance to. And it's a needs-based product, so people need it. It's not like going solar or buying some coaching program where it's just like, I want this. People need it or their family is fucked. So we're never gonna run out of leads. The product sells itself. You sell $100 and you make $1,200. That's insane. And you don't need a single dollar to be able to get started. Now, when I heard it, I was like, it's too good to be true. But at the time I was like, well, I might as well try. And then I saw my deposit and I got addicted to it. So I basically chose the industry life insurance. I got plugged into a system and I followed it T to T. There was someone that told me exactly what to do, exactly how to do it, exactly what words to say, gave me free leads to call, told me exactly how to spend my time, and I just did it. So I didn't guess, I didn't predict, I just did exactly what someone else did, and I got the exact same results. So I worked from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. I just fucking worked. And guess what? I made a shit ton of money because I worked really fucking hard. A lot of you guys don't understand. Let's say 2,000 people watch this video. Out of the 2,000 people that watch this video, there's probably only 10 that actually work hard. And if you think it's you, And maybe it is you. But those 10 are the only ones that actually have a shot of making this shit work, right? All of you were qualified to do it, right? I'm just as qualified as you are, or lack thereof qualification. Like, there's no reason I should be in the situation where I'm at today, but I just fucking worked. And so you guys will never make money if you don't work. But my point being, out of the 2,000, let's just say 2,000 people that watch this video, there's only 20 people probably that can do this every day for even 30 days. But if you allow yourself to work from even 9 to 9, let's put it 9 to 9, not 7 to 11, 9 to 9 for 30 days, you put your family in the back, you put your girlfriend in the back, you prioritize yourself for 1 month to prove to yourself that you can change your fucking life, I guarantee you will do it. If you put yourself first for 90 fucking days, right after the 90 days, you go do whatever you want. Go quit, go feel sorry for yourself, go whine and pout like a fucking bitch. I don't give a fuck, but give yourself 90 days to actually be like, I can do this. You owe that to yourself to be great and to love yourself enough to see yourself actually achieve your goals. Besides the point, that's how I did it. I literally worked all day, every day, and I followed exactly what worked, right? And if I know what works, I'm not guessing, and I work all the time and do what works a bunch, I'm gonna make a shit ton of money. So I committed full and I earned 20 racks in my first month. So this is exactly how you could do this step by step. You have to get a license to sell insurance because they don't want a felon or someone that doesn't know what insurance is to sell it. So the way you do this is you basically look up how to get my insurance license. It's pretty simple. It costs anywhere between $30 to $100 depending on what state you're in. You have to take a test. And you want to know the amount of people that have gone into this industry and then book the test and then not take it? It's like, dude, I'm telling you, you can change your life. You just got to take a test and it takes 2 days to study for and you can't do it? Well, back to the other slide. You're cooked, can't work at all. You're not one of the 1 out of 20. It is what it is. But the second thing is join the right team. So there's a bunch of the way that insurance works is like IMOs. So there's a bunch of different IMOs, right? There's probably different fucking 100 of them, more, right? And so if you guys know who Patrick Bet-David is, he had an IMO and he sold it for 250 mil. You have to join the right team because the reason why you have to even join a team, it's kind of weird. You work within an IMO, but you're not an employee, you're a business owner within the IMO. So it's kind of confusing in the sense you still run your own business, but you have to have access to this IMO because they give you access to the insurance carriers themselves and they give you a platform. So you can't just go to the insurance carrier. For example, if we're talking about cars, we can't just go to Geico and be like, hey Geico, can I sell insurance for you? Because at that point you'd only be able to sell insurance for Geico. So what the IMO allows us to do, and I hope this is making sense, is to have 6 different insurance companies. We work with 26 different insurance companies so that we can always beat somebody's price. You got to make sure you're joining the right team because if you don't join the right team, then you can't get plugged into a proven system that actually works. And so next, just learn the script like the back of your fucking hand. Study it, perform at a high level. Whatever script you get, just make sure it works. We have a saying here, it's don't listen to someone who's not selling 40 racks a month. So if they're not selling 40 racks a month, don't listen to a single fucking word they're saying. Or if they're not selling 30 to 40 racks a month, then their opinion doesn't matter. So be careful who you listen to because being coachable is one of the most powerful things ever. Being coachable to actually show up, succeed, and put in the work and do what other people say who have had the success that you want. That's very, very important. But if you're being coachable to the wrong person, it's so you got to pick who you're mentored by in this industry, and you have to pick it very, very well. The person that you're mentored by should help you do this, should have a script, should do everything for you. And then step 4 is you make calls. So you get your license, you join a team, you learn the script, you make calls, and then you close people. And then you get paid next day. Apologies, my camera was dying. That was earlier this morning, so I got to continue the video now. I had work to do. But this is why life insurance is the easiest way to make money now. I don't like the word easiest, so let's do simplest because this shit's not easy. It's one of the most challenging things I've ever done, but it's one, guaranteed. It's not a guessing game. You're guaranteed to make money as long as you show up. And 2, it's the simplest way because it's call person, close person, no fulfillment, nothing like that, scale the team, right? And the reason for that is, like I said, you're not paying for ads, right? There's literally $0 startup costs. I know with other online business models, people are there's no money up front, this and this, and there ends up being softwares and stuff. This is literally $0, right? Like I've had people start with literally $50 in their bank account, $36 in their bank account. All you have to do is pay to pass your exam and then you're good, right? And then it's like a business at the end of the day that you can build and exit. It builds real enterprise value. And so, like I said, Patrick Bet David, like sold his insurance company for $250 million. Like I know this is not the first step that you guys are thinking, but I always want to think with my next 5 moves, what is my goal? Because like me and you watching this video, I don't have a crazy passion for business yet. I've been doing it for the past 5 years. Why? And why have I been able to succeed at such a high level if I'm not some business guru? The reason is because, like I said, I'm not like businessy, but I know, and we can all agree regarding like whatever religion or whatever you focus on, like we get to live this life on this earth for 80 to 90 years if we're lucky, as us as humans, right? Whether heaven, hell, whether you get reincarnated, whatever you believe, I get to live as Cole once. And you got me fucked up if you don't think I'm going to live it to the best of my ability, right? And so all I do is I use business as an asset, as a tool to be able to live the life I want to live. And I saw that this was the best industry for me to be able to do that. So like I could sell this business for a shit ton of money. Let's say you scale it to $1 million a year in profit, right? And I know that's like a long-term goal, but let's say you even scale it to $200K a year in profit, right? Like that's it. That's $20K a month. That's it. You can sell that business at a 5 to 10x multiple, depending on how you set it up. So let's say on average 7x. You can sell that business for $1 million, like $1.5 million. If you get to $1 million a month or $1 million a year, so in profit, you can sell that business for $10 million. You put that $10 million in a Vanguard ETF, you put that $10 million in the market, and you make 10% a year, you're making $1 million a year passive, right? So like this is a long-term play for me. And I know not a lot of people are thinking like that, but I think it's the way you must be thinking in order to have the success at such a high level. Number 3 in this industry, like I was saying, you get mentored for essentially free. Not even essentially, people provide you leads. You're not cold calling, you're just closing. And then the payouts are very high and the ROI is fast. So for example, we had somebody come on 2 weeks ago, right? And within his first week, he got licensed. From day 1 to day 7, he deposited 8 racks. Now, I don't know a single online business model of people doing something like that, right? But it's like you get plugged into something that's already working and you just do it. You copy exactly what's worked in the past and it's pretty fucking simple. And so it's one of the highest ROI online skills. And so if you want me to mentor you for completely free, to give you the script, to give you the leads, to give you every single thing you could possibly need to succeed, click the link in the description, book a call with me personally, and we'll get you fucking paid. Like I said, it's completely free. There's not a single dollar up front. I'll mentor you for free. I'll train you for free. Scripts for free. Leads for free. Literally everything. You'll get plugged into the exact system that made me money and has made hundreds and hundreds of people money. And literally the industry that has created the most millionaires in the US. And when I say millionaires, I mean making $1 million a year, not $1 million a year in net worth. Now, these are the 4 steps that I followed to see the success that I did and the time that I did, right? For example, month 1, I sold 20 racks. Month 2, I sold 40 racks. And now my team is doing around $150,000 a month. So this is exactly what I followed to get there in the time frame that I did. Number 1, you got to get licensed. That's tedious. Now, you won't understand the amount of people who are like, I have to take a test. Oh no. Well, motherfucker, I'm really telling you right now that if you take a test, you can make $10,000 this month. Literally guaranteed without paying a single penny besides for the test, as long as you work hard from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. This industry is not for lazy people. So if you're one of those people that's like, oh, I want AI to do all my shit for me, then this isn't for you. You're not going to see success here. So all you got to do is get licensed. And to get licensed, all you got to do is Google how to get my insurance license in XYZ state, right? It's pretty simple. It should take you like 4 or 5 days as long as you're logged in. And then you learn and apply. So you get your license, you find an IMO, right? So you find a company to work with. There's hundreds out there. Find the one that works best for you. And then you follow the system that they have, whether that's selling different types of insurance. So there's so many different types. Like one type, for example, would be like final expense, right? So final expense, people just say FEX, final expense. And basically all that is you sell insurance to seniors. So older people in between the ages of 60 and 80. Now the reason we sell to that is because the average funeral in the US, it's around $10,000 to $20,000. The amount of seniors that have $10,000 to $20,000 liquid to pay on a funeral is very, very slim to none. You would be surprised. And so then we help them get something in place for anywhere between like $100 a month to $200 a month to be able to essentially get their funeral paid for. So they're daughter doesn't have to come out of pocket, or their son or their wife or anything like that. So there's final expense, there's mortgage protection policies, which is MPI is just what people call it. And you can learn all this later, but like mortgage protection is basically pretty fucking simple. You protect the mortgage. And the reason why people will get this is, let's say I own this house in South Florida. I own this house, which I don't, but let's say I do, right? So I own this house in South Florida, and let's say I owe $500,000 on the mortgage, and let's say I had a wife in this example. If I passed away tomorrow, my wife would owe $500,000 on a mortgage, and she wouldn't have a job to be able to pay for it. So she could get an insurance policy or I could get an insurance policy for $80 to $200 a month, and if I passed away, then the whole mortgage would be paid off. Something else called like IULs, which is treated like an investment account. It's so fucking like simple. It's a very needed product. Everyone should have insurance. I have insurance myself, right? So you learn and apply, you get plugged into the IMO, whether you're with me, whether you're with whoever, like just find the best one for you. And then you go and call the leads, right? Whether they provide them to you for free like we do, or you have to pay for them, right? You call the leads, you use the script, you get plugged in the system, and then you get paid $1,000 to $2,000 per sale for 30 minutes, right? And you just improve daily, you work as hard as you physically can, and then you go from there. So if you want to do the same, or if you want to do a similar thing, like I said, you just get into a real system, right? Focus on one thing. Now, this online business shit pisses me off so fucking much. Like, it's just like people are cooked. Like people are like, should I drop ship or should I do freelance brand scaling? Like, dude, you're watching this. I hope you realize it does not fucking matter what you do, right? Like, this works, and I think it's the most simple and guaranteed way to make money. That's my personal opinion. I've had massive success with it. I've had massive success with marketing agencies. I've had massive success with other things. People have had massive success drop shipping. Everything works, but you guys keep quitting, right? And so like whatever you take from this video, I want you to understand that like as long as you do something, you don't quit, and you get better at it every fucking day, there's not a single chance that you fail. The amount of people watching this video that can work from 9 to 9 every day for 90 days is very slim. Right? But the people who actually do it and the people who apply themselves properly, they will be rich and they will be set up for the rest of their life, and they won't have to worry about a payment ever again, about buying something from Walmart or going on vacation, or they can do whatever the fuck they want. So focus on one thing, get good at that one thing, and have that one thing be your everything. Show up every single day. Give yourself 90 days to show it to yourself. Like, the amount of you guys that have given yourself 90 days to be great is very slim to none as well, right? I know it's hard, whether you have a job, whether you have whatever, you're showing up for someone else, you have to pay bills, you gotta pay your mortgage, like you gotta pay your rent, like whatever you have, or you don't know what to do, you're in college, like you have to realize that like you must show up to yourself, for yourself right now, and there's no better time but now. You guys saying like, I'm gonna do it later, I'm gonna do it this summer when I don't have school, I'm gonna do it then when I have more money. Like, that's equivalent to a fat person saying, I'm going to start working out when I'm not fat. Well, motherfucker, you have to start working out or you're going to stay fat. So, like, show up for yourself every single day, and I guarantee you will make money. Like I said, lock in for 90 days, not 30, and you'll see massive amounts of success. So, in essence, to get started with something like this is very simple, right? You look up, how do I get my life insurance license? And then you get it. After that, you find an IMO. And after you join the IMO, you're going to generate leads, right? You're going to call the leads and to close them. I'm going to be coming out with more comprehensive tutorials on like leads, how to generate your own leads, how to get the best leads, how to like what scripts to use, what products to sell, and everything like that. But if you want me personally to help you book your exam, help you pass the exam, get you leads for free, scripts, everything like that, like I said, click link below. You'll talk to me personally and we'll get something figured out. So I hope I could have provided y'all some value, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop the subscribe button below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.